First Alert Storm Team Weather Center here at 10:10 on this April the 3rd, 2023. Next April 3rd will be the 50th anniversary of the 1974 tornado outbreak. Obviously, April, May, the two peak months really of the spring severe weather season. We get into June and we get into more of a summer-like pattern and things begin to settle down. So definitely meteorologists in this part of the country always on guard this time of the year. Let me just make sure everything is operating all right, and then we will get moving along on our live stream on this Monday. As we are going to be tracking a chance for a few showers and thunderstorms tomorrow, severe weather threat, though, is for Wednesday. Right now, it doesn't look like a big outbreak of severe weather for us on Wednesday, but I think that we could see a few severe thunderstorm warnings and very small chance of an isolated spin-up tornado as well, especially late afternoon Wednesday and into the evening time. The first headline here on our weather story, as you can see there, 80s on the way. I think we'll make it to the low 80s tomorrow and also possibly Wednesday. So our temperatures will be running about a good 15 degrees above normal for this time of the year. All right, looks like the audio is working correctly. All good there. We made it to 76 today, which is about 11 degrees above normal. Had some rain over the northern half of the area, mostly this morning, and then we cleared out nicely over much of the area this afternoon, except for our friends basically along and south of the parkway. It stayed pretty cloudy for you guys, and you stayed in the 60s. Everybody else to the north pretty much made it into the 70s. All right, waiting for this page to load up. All right, there we go. Hope you guys are having a good evening. It is a very nice evening out there. And let's move along. All right, second headline. Storms midweek that we will be tracking, I should say, with Futurecast as we go hour by hour here momentarily. First, feast your eyes on some nice spring-like weather. I feel like we're getting to the heart of springtime weather. 60s, 70s, 80s. Grass is growing, need to mow again. Allergies are out of control. Always a good time. Pat Lawrence, thanks for watching there from Bowling Green. Carol Osterritter have worked outside all day and enjoyed every second. I was on spring break last week and had like 3 or 4 days of nothing but yard work, and I also enjoyed it as well. Good to get outside. Kind of like doing that when you have allergies, you do the like immune therapy stuff with the shots. It's kind of like natural immunity to be outside, I guess. That's my theory. All right. Here is a look at the severe weather threat for tomorrow. We'll go ahead and make this go full screen, and we will cut right over to that. So the Storm Prediction Center, a division of the National Weather Service based out of Norman, Oklahoma, and their one big job is look across the United States and see where severe weather might happen. And it looks like that is a good chance to our west. You remember last Friday, there was a high risk in a similar location, and it's a moderate risk there over, you've got northwestern Illinois, eastern Iowa, down through much of Missouri and into Arkansas, where another severe weather outbreak is likely. Might see quite a few tornadoes, unfortunately, with this very strong storm system. And it's a very dynamic storm system. On one side, some heavy snow, and on the other side, it's warm. And that's why we have severe weather this time of the year. More frequent severe weather, I should say. We get severe weather here. Any month of the year is possible to get severe weather here in Kentucky and in the Ohio Valley. But the reason, April and spring is because it's just a battleground of two different air masses. You've got the warm up from the south with transitioning to summertime, and then you've got still some cold air over the northern half that's lingering. And you got a jet stream flying right over the top of it. So cold fronts, warm fronts, jet stream energy, and a lot of instability this time of the year. If we do get a storm, we'll have a few showers and thunderstorms tomorrow morning, but those are not going to be severe. I'll show you that with Futurecast as well. And then late tomorrow night, the storms that are falling apart as they get closer to our area, going into stable air, we might get one or two that hold together that could be I would say not severe, but could be a little bit strong west of I-65. We'll see that on Futurecast here in just a second. But this is our severe weather threat for Wednesday. It's a lower level threat. We'll go back to full screen here. This is level 1 and 2 out of the, actually just 2 over our area. The yellow is 2. That's a slight risk. 2 out of 5 on the severe weather risk categories. So a lower end risk. I think we could see a few storms that produce some isolated damaging winds late Wednesday afternoon into the evening time. So that's what we have over our area. This is a look at the storm fuel, the CAPE, the convective available potential energy, the instability, the unstable air. It's what the storms use to get really strong and severe, and you can see quite a bit of it. This is 4 p.m. tomorrow. But what we don't have tomorrow is really what we call a trigger, like a cold front, something to spark the storms over our area. So our air is going to be more stable than what's out to the west. That's why there's this higher severe weather threat out there. Now let's go to tomorrow, late afternoon, evening. Notice it's not as extreme as what's out west. You can see the lighter colors. That means there's more storm fuel or CAPE. Notice it goes down a little bit as it moves into our area. But with that said, there still is plenty of storm fuel for some strong thunderstorms late Wednesday to Wednesday evening. Now, I know we're going to get some questions here. When's it going to happen? And is it going to hit my area? And we will definitely get to that with Futurecast in just a couple more slides here. The numbers today, 76 are high, 11 above the normal high of 65, 86 the record back in 1946. It was a cool start in the 40s. And again, pleasant, a little bit breezy, lower 60s, and a 22 mile per hour wind gust. Temps across the board in the upper 50s to around 60 degrees. And these are the high temperatures that were across the area, actually across the country today. And this is what I mean, a battleground of two different air masses. You've got the winter-like temperatures over the northwestern half, and then spring and summer-like temperatures over the southeastern half. And you've got 90s down over almost all of Texas. So it's that transition. And then you can see up towards the system to the northwest, they're looking at some heavy snows in parts of South Dakota and over the mountain west. All right, showers are north here tonight, but watch as we switch over here into Futurecast. We'll see some showers, a few downpours develop tomorrow morning. This is around 10 a.m., but also notice it's mostly along and north of Interstate 64. Areas to the south, let's say of Bullitt County, will be primarily dry tomorrow morning. So again, that's 10 a.m. That batch moves out, and like today, we begin to dry out and warm up. Look at that, upper 70s, lower 80s tomorrow afternoon, with winds at around 10 to 20. So it's going to be warm breezes out there and a good amount of sunshine in the afternoon. Now, look out west. This is 8 p.m., 9 p.m., 10 p.m., 11 p.m., into the wee hours Wednesday morning. That's what I mean. This is the storms that are out west that are falling apart as they approach. So we don't expect severe weather tomorrow. That thing falls apart, if that even happens. Into Wednesday, again, warm before the showers and thunderstorms. There might be a few showers, maybe a stray thunderstorm out ahead of the main line in that cold front that'll be moving through, but we should be dry enough, long enough Wednesday that we make it to the upper 70s and lower 80s. So here's the line at around 4 or 5 o'clock, give or take 1 or 2 hours. Sometimes they speed up, sometimes portions of it slows down. But really, to be honest, that doesn't look too bad to me as far as severe weather. Hope it stays like that. This is around 6 o'clock. And then the latest weather data has been speeding this up a little bit. Notice it moves out by mid to late evening. And then we are looking at some nice quiet weather into Thursday. And actually, the rest of the week is going to be really nice and pleasant, a little cooler, lower to mid-60s for Thursday and Friday, and then pretty much all sunshine this weekend for our Easter weekend, 70 on Saturday, and then 72 on Sunday. So kind of the one bump in the road is going to be watching out late Wednesday afternoon into the evening time for a chance for a few severe thunderstorms. Let's go back to full screen. Our low tonight, 57 with increasing clouds, so fairly mild. Had the windows open out there today, letting in that fresh pollen air. 82 tomorrow, some morning showers, then dry, and the shower chance tomorrow is mainly over the northern half of the area. And here is that 7-day forecast. May-like temperatures tomorrow and Wednesday. The records are around 87 this time of the year, so it doesn't look like we'll hit a record. And then the cold front moves through Wednesday night, and we're down to 62 Thursday, down to 42 Thursday night. No freezing temperatures whatsoever throughout the next 7 days. Of course, that becomes more and more rare this time of the year. 66 on Friday, 44 Friday night, 70 on Saturday, 46 Saturday night. Easter Sunday, 72, just about perfect. And then a chance for some showers returning on Monday. So there it is. John Fox, thanks for watching. To be honest, I kind of checked out earlier in the NCAA tournament. Christina Tilburg wants some storms. Paul, we do. You are definitely part of the WHS 11 viewing area. Just checking over a few comments here. Thank you, Bertha Sissel from Jeffersonville, for watching. Bedford, Kentucky, a little bit breezy out there. Yeah, some wind gusts around 20. Michael asking about any news on the tornado in eastern Jefferson County on Friday. It was an EF0, maximum winds at around 85, which is very similar to straight line wind damage, so a very weak tornado. Briefly there, Old Henry Road, Lake Forest area, I believe is where that EF0 was. So thankfully Friday, it could have been a lot worse. There's a lot of damage north, there's a lot of damage to the south, and we dodged most of the really bad stuff, which could have been a lot worse on Friday. But again, hopefully Wednesday won't be too bad. We'll have updates tomorrow, and of course we'll be tracking it very closely on Wednesday. Again, that kind of one weather bump in the road Wednesday to watch out for as that cold front moves through late day and into the evening time. All right, I'll see you in about 38 minutes on WHS 11 News, the night team. If not, then sleep well, have a peaceful night, and we'll see you later.